Two measures that should be implemented by the U.S. Department of Government Efficiency. CFeng. January 20, 2025. Conventionally, in a stable environment, government agencies tend to grow increasingly bloated and inefficient. Governments consume social resources and wealth rather than create them. Government employees essentially live off taxpayers' money. Originally intended to serve the public as service providers, governments have instead become the masters of the people. To put it bluntly, the people sustain a group of parasites with their lifeblood, yet these parasites end up controlling the people's living conditions and environment. The U.S. Department of Government Efficiency aims to solve this age-old dilemma. One of the key figures leading this initiative is Elon Musk, the Silicon Valley Iron Man and the world's richest individual. Reportedly, the staff of the Department of Government Efficiency do not receive salaries and instead fund their work entirely out of their own pockets. I am not sure exactly how Musk and his team plan to enhance government efficiency, but I believe that implementing just the following two measures could dramatically improve government performance. Measure 1: Self-funding for government employees. All individuals aspiring to work in government positions, from presidents and prime ministers to ministers and ordinary staff, should fund their own salaries without relying on taxpayer money. This would not only save significant public funds but also attract true societal elites to government roles. Even if efficiency does not improve, it would no longer matter, as the public would not be burdened with supporting these officials. Similarly, bloated government agencies would no longer pose an issue, as they would no longer drain taxpayer resources. Measure 2: AI-driven government operations. All government tasks should operate according to AI-designed programs, executed entirely by Optimus Prime robots. Government offices would have virtually no human employees. Instead, all functions would be carried out by robots following precise program instructions. With this approach, government efficiency would rival ChatGPT's speed. Tasks could be completed in mere seconds, achieving a level of efficiency so astonishing it would leave people in awe. These are the two most direct and effective measures to improve government efficiency. Any other attempts or efforts to brainstorm solutions would be akin to trying to find clear water in a vat of soy sauce, nearly impossible. Should either of these measures be implemented, human society would undergo a profound transformation. Humanity would step into a paradise-like way of life, and the quality of life for the people would become unimaginably delightful. The illusion of hard work. CFeng. February 24, 2025. Whenever parents, elders, teachers, or others encourage someone, they always say, "Work hard." After suffering a huge loss from following Napoleon Hill's success philosophy and subsequently labeling success studies as a scam, I suddenly realized today that hard work is not just a deception, it is the very root of enslavement. I believe that Chinese culture is a divine heritage, as evidenced by the structure and meaning of each character. Take the character, marriage, for example. It is composed of woman and dazed, implying that a woman enters marriage in a daze. Similarly, good is formed from woman and man, symbolizing the harmonious union of a woman and a man. This raises an interesting question: what significance arises when we consider marriage and good together? If marriage suggests that a woman marries in a daze, does the union of a woman and a man in marriage truly yield good? This implies that the true meaning of good lies in the union of a woman and a man, but it does not mean that only a marriage between them results in what is deemed good. Now, let's look at hard work. The character, hard work, consists of slave on top and strength on the bottom, literally a slave's strength. Hard work is simply the toil of a slave. If hard work is the labor of a slave, then the harder one works, the deeper one sinks into slavery. Does this mean that hard work is inherently wrong? Should people stop forcing themselves to work hard? Hard work means exerting one's full strength to complete a task. Over time, it has come to signify the enthusiastic investment of one's time, energy, and intellect into a task or endeavor in pursuit of a goal or ideal. The character, hard work, subtly warns the intelligent not to exert effort. It is meant for the foolish. Let's examine two scenarios. A young person goes to an internet cafe and becomes addicted to a game, playing for over 10 hours straight without eating, drinking, or sleeping. Would you call this hard work? A mountaineer climbs peaks like Everest, enduring extreme hardship and life-threatening risks, yet they do it with great enthusiasm. Is this really hard work, or is it simply following one's passion? The answer is no, at least not in its true sense. These actions are driven by passion and intrinsic motivation. So, what is hard work? Hard work is when external forces compel a person to suppress their innate nature and toil like a slave, studying, working, networking, or engaging in certain activities to achieve a goal or fulfill a wish, even if they are unwilling and have no choice but to invest their time, energy, and intellect into the pursuit. By nature, no one wants to be forced into hard work. Hard work is the mark of slaves. Slave masters never work hard. I manage a vacation resort and write almost daily. Would you say I am working hard? If anyone believes that I am, they are mistaken. This is not hard work, this is passion. I do it willingly. I find it enjoyable, interesting, and fun. Hard work is largely ineffective. If a rooster spends its life trying to fly, will it ever outsoar an eagle? If a sheep trains rigorously, will it be able to fight off a wolf? If Jack Ma had devoted himself to basketball from a young age, could he have become an NBA star? Without the right talent, hard work is meaningless. The harder one works, the worse the outcome. Everyone should engage in what they love. When a person follows their passion, they will naturally become fully dedicated, willing to sacrifice everything, and give their all, without needing external pressure. Goodbye, hard work, your reign of slavery is over.